Jeff Hartline. That's why we're all here. For the first time since Reconstruction, we have a real candidate that is seriously going to give the Democrats a run for the 5th District of Tennessee.
Hey, do it.
I met Jeff only 9 weeks ago, and doing what I've done with him in his campaign, and after deciding to take the position that I took, honestly, I feel like I've got an older brother. He is, without a doubt, one of the finest men I've ever known, and he is a man that I will know the rest of my life and be best friends with. We've got some really super special guests here tonight. Beth Harwell's here. Back here. Also, we've got Gwen Cassida, another state representative. And another one of my dear friends that I happen to meet through politics, and again, somebody that will be a good friend of mine for the rest of my life, State Senator Jack Johnson. I think I'm going to let Jack introduce Jeff this time.
All right, thanks, Andy. This on behalf of my colleagues from the state legislature, Beth and Glenn. We've had too much of Washington, D.C.
Amen.
Telling us what to do, and I think if you all agree with me, we need to send Jeff Hartline to Congress to help us change that. We in Tennessee, we just passed nearly a $30 billion budget, and well over half of the money that we pass, or the budget that we pass, is what we call federal dollars. But the scary thing is, they're not federal dollars, they're your dollars.
That's correct.
But they're your dollars that first go to Washington, and then we as Tennesseans have to go begging and pleading on our hands and knees to get our money back. And that is a scary, scary proposition. Almost as scary as the fact that we're close to, if not already there, over half the people in the United States don't pay taxes. And that is a scary proposition. We've got to change it. Jeff is the guy who can get that change. Y'all want to send Jeff to Congress?
Yeah!
Yes. Let's do it.
Jeff has the values, the core convictions, the conservative principles that we need in Washington, D.C. And when I got to know Jeff and Andy hooked us together, and I got to visit with him and talk to him about these very grave concerns, there was no doubt in my mind he's the one we want representing us in the 5th District for Tennessee. Because Jeff understands that the 10th Amendment matters. The 10th Amendment of the United States Constitution. The federal government derives its power from the states. It's not the other way around. And our nation is on a seriously, seriously scary track of forgetting that. And before long, we won't even need state governments. We won't need local governments because Washington's going to do it all. And I don't think any of us want to see that happen. So I'm proud to be here along with Glenn and Beth to say we want to send Jeff to Congress. He'll do us a great job in the 5th District. And y'all please give me a help in welcoming our next congressman for the 5th District, Mr. Jeff Hartline.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. All of you who took time out of your week to come here tonight and parted with some of your hard-earned wealth to be a part of this event. Thank you. I was telling them a few minutes ago that I'm going to Washington to give them more to do. And that's the reason that I'm going up there, because the business of the people of Tennessee needs to be in the hands of the people of Tennessee. And that's how our framers intended it, and that's what we intend to do. I'm not going to Washington to sit in an office for 2 years and receive visitors. That's all a part of it. I'm going to Washington to lead an effort that is breaking out all over this country of people who love liberty, people who love our Constitution, to return the powers to the states that they were granted by our founders, shrink this federal government down to where it needs to be so that it does the things that it was enumerated to do, and allow the people of America to enjoy wealth, to enjoy opportunity, to enjoy liberty, and to create the kind of life that the founders intended us to create. That's why I'm going to Washington, and I need your help to do that, and I thank you for being here tonight to help me do it. I want to say a few things about our country. America is a great country. We have a great history. We have great people. We have great resources. But the greatest thing that we have going for us is our soul. And our soul is liberty. It's this yearning to be free, to do the things that God has granted us to do without the intrusion of any man or any woman, to enjoy those rights granted by the Creator, to live in peace, to live in harmony, to be able to enjoy the world that we live in, to be able to create wealth, to be able to do good to our fellow man. All of those things are ours for the taking. We're an exceptional country. People from all over the world want to come here and be a part of what we're doing. But we're a country at risk currently. I'm reminded several centuries ago that when British soldiers marched on Lexington and Concord to seize their ammunition and powder, the citizens of those two cities rose up as one man, and they said no. The fight had come to them, and they responded. And in the War of 1812, when Andy Jackson went to New Orleans, and the British brought the fight to the American army down there, Andy Jackson and his troops responded. And all through history, we could just name one event after another where the fight was brought to us and we responded. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have young men and young women on two theaters of battle. They have volunteered and accepted the responsibility of responding to the fight that has been brought 10,000 miles away. But I say to all of us today that there are those among us who have brought a different fight, a fight of oppressive government, a fight of debt, a fight of out-of-control spending, a fight of a border that is not secure, a fight of not being energy independent. All of these things war against the safety and peace of our country. And I'm asking each and every one of you, just like the men at Lexington and Concord, just like the folks in New Orleans, just like the people at Pearl Harbor, just like our men and women in Iraq and Afghanistan, to respond to the fight. And that's part of what we're doing here, is responding to the fight. But we've got to take it from here to the rest of the district. And that's why we've said from day one, we need ambassadors to say good things about us. We need networkers to get our message out to people that we don't even know. We need voters. Boy, do we need voters. And we need contributors, because it's going to take money for us to take our fight to Jim Cooper and bring him back here, put him back into law practice, and create several jobs. That's what we want to do here. And I hope that you'll help me do that. So in conclusion, this is the first shot across the bow for us. On August the 5th, we're going to nominate somebody in this party. It's going to be me. And after August the 5th, we're going to move this battle out into the district, and we're going to take on Jim Cooper on his home turf. We're going to go at him where he's the strongest, he thinks. And we're going to win votes, we're going to win hearts, we're going to win minds, we're going to explain to the people of this district who he really is. And when they find out, we're going to then present them a candidate that they can believe in, a message that is true, it's timeless, and it will work. And that's going to be our message, and we're going to need your help right up until November the 2nd. And so wherever, David, we assemble on November the 2nd to celebrate, you're all invited to come. We'll have a big party, and we'll say, come on home, Jim. And we'll get about the business of restoring our country to what it was like when we grew up. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming. Thank you.